Alright. Well, I just got out of jail, right? So I'm up at this spot. Theo, Lacy facility. I literally just got out. I was right over there. You feel me? I was in there for 2 months. I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do right now. I fucking, like I said, I ain't been lying, I ain't been stealing, I ain't going around starting fights, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Every time I talk about, when I talk about Trump or his political, his policies or his corrupt business practices, you know what I'm saying? When I talk about Trump, just for over political dissent on the internet, the next day someone starts a fight with me or the police will randomly stop and search me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't starting fights with nobody. I ain't lying. I ain't stealing, none of that. It's literally just because when I talk about the president, all of a sudden it's like he calls someone to start a fight with me. You feel me? So I ain't been doing shit, but when I keep talking about politics, they keep sending people to start fights with me. So I got an assault and battery charge, right? So that's why I was in there for 2 months. I barely got out. I took the time. I did a lot of meditation. I was able to, heal my mind, body, and spirit. You feel me? Inmates over there on some bullshit like every day. It ain't no political activists in jail, man. It's all just a bunch of drug addicts. Everybody talking about drugs all the time. Ain't nobody talking about politics. Ain't nobody talking about businesses. None of that shit. Everybody just talking about drugs or talking about lying and stealing all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody talking about like new technologies. You know what I'm saying? They ain't talking about politics. They don't even know nothing about politics. You know what I'm saying? All they talking about is drugs or lying and stealing. That's it. But yeah, what else? Man, I was able to take the time to meditate, so I was able to recover some of my lost memories. You know what I'm saying? I forgot so much shit. It's crazy. When I went through MK Ultra, I lost a lot of my memories from MK Ultra, and it took me a long time to recover. You feel me? But yeah, where I put that shit? Oh, here we go. So yeah, I want to put this down while I still remember. You feel me? So yeah, like I said, they was getting me because not because I'm lying, not because I'm stealing. I ain't been stealing nothing. I've been sleeping on the streets. I ain't got no money. I still ain't been stealing nothing. If it was about money, I fucking, you know what I'm saying? I could steal, but I ain't been stealing nothing. It's literally just because these politicians trying to manipulate me. They rather have me be a criminal. They rather have me be pimping for them instead of for me to be able to make it legally. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't been stealing nothing. Just because of my words, they try to send people to start fights with me. Just because of my political dissent. What was it? There was a bunch of, it's like the police give they give information on my family to the inmates. So the inmates be like making subliminal threats and shit. Even the police be making subliminal threats. You know what I'm saying? It's like they give personal information to their inmates that they're little fucking radio rats. You know what I'm saying? And then these fucking inmates they'll start fights for them. They'll fucking, they only understand money. You know what I'm saying? So they work for the police. They'll fucking sell their kids to the police. They start fights for the police. They'll fucking make threats for the police. All that bullshit. The other thing, they do a lot of psyops, like psychological fucking tricks to try to throw me off my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of sleep deprivation, trying to you know what I'm saying? They'll try to keep me up all night and then they'll make threats the next day trying to get me to start a fight just so that they want me to get more time. You know, so all that bullshit. What is it? In the spot that I was in, there's only 2 toilets. You know what I'm saying? There's a point, there's only you know, because I'll be running Asians and others run with the brothers. You feel me? So in the spot that I was in, at one point I was the only Asian and there was only 2 brothers. Everybody else was either white or brown. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fucking trap in there. You know what I'm saying? Literally, there was only 2 brothers and I was the only Asian for like a long time, for a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they say whatever the fuck they want. They could, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you get mad, it's like the whole fucking place will turn against you. You know what I'm saying? Literally everybody else was either they was running wood, they was running paisa, or they was running homie. Paisas and homies the same shit. You feel me? So it's like there was only, for like a few weeks, there was only 1 Asian. I was the only Asian, and then there was only 2 brothers. You know, by the time I get released, there's 2 more Asians came in, so there's 3 Asians, or like four Asians. You know what I'm saying? 4 Asians and others, and then there's like 2, 3, 4 brothers, 3 or 4 brothers. You know what I'm saying? But still, everybody else, all like 78 people, the rest of them was either white or brown. We only got 2 toilets, and 2 toilets is in the back. You know what I'm saying? That's like a fucking trap. You know what I'm saying? Where is it? Blah, blah, blah. They be watching me too, man. I don't fucking work for them. I recovered from MK Ultra on my own. The Americans ain't helped me for shit. You know what I'm saying? When I had amnesia, when my eyes was fucked up, when my bones was really fucked up, the Americans ain't helped me for shit. They just fucking say that I'm crazy. They don't know what happened to me. I recovered from MK Ultra on my own. I healed my own body. They ain't fucking helped me with shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been in there the whole time. I can't even do shit in there. You know, now I'm free again. You know, I can say what I want to say again. I can't even say shit in there. The fucking police and the inmates will fucking turn on me. Even talking to some of the other inmates, they don't even want, they be like, you know what I'm saying? They don't even want to talk openly about shit. I talk directly about some shit. They act like they're scared, like they don't know what I'm talking about. You know, it's a surprise who was in there, some of it, man. You know, I ain't like how, like, the inmates, they be talking indirectly, making disses indirectly. They talk extra loud to someone in front of them just so that someone else can hear it. You know what I'm saying? Some of them knew about the dental implants. You know what I'm saying? They ain't bring it up directly, right? Like I told you, I got the dental implant. It used to cause pain. You know what I'm saying? I got it removed. I got my shit in orange, right? In the orange circle, right? And it was like, it would cause pain. It's like remote control pain. Some of the other inmates, they would talk about the dental implant, but indirectly. They ain't talk about it directly. You know, like I told you, that I got the dental implant. That is like a fucking shock collar in the mouth. The radio implant, they fucking whispering, telling me bullshit, and the GPS tracker, so they always track my location. You know what I'm saying? It's like damn near wireless slavery. The other inmates, they ain't talk about the radio implants. They wouldn't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? They just play dumb, act like they don't know what I'm talking about. But some of them kind of talked about the dental implants indirectly. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't say it straight up though. And other than that, man, you know, the fucking water from the drinking fountain was suspicious. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all cloudy as fuck. It looked like, I don't know what's in it. Like, I don't know if they put pharmaceutical drugs in the drinking water or what. But it's like, when I pour it, it's like cloudy as fuck at first. And then like, I let it sit for like 5 minutes, and then the water turns clear. You know what I'm saying? But when I first pour it out, it's like real cloudy. You know, it even looked like there's like white specks in it. You know, so I don't know what they put in the drinking water. And yeah, last thing is just, it's all fucking drug addicts, man. All they talk about is lying, stealing, You know what I'm saying? They talk about fucking starting shit with people for no reason. You know what I'm saying? There's no political activist. They don't talk about no politics. They don't talk about businesses. They don't give a fuck about the environment. None of that shit. They talk about fighting all the time, like they just hurting random people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear none of them talk about anyone that they protected. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear none of that shit. They just start shit with people, lying, stealing, all that shit. Talking about drugs all the time, doing drugs all the time. None of them talk about politics or business. You know? So yeah, man. 2 months in that shit, I'm finally out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they fucking fabricated charges against me. I ain't lying, stealing, hurting nobody, but they fucking start fighting with me just because of my political dissent, just because I'm real, and they fucking lie for money. You know, and when I was thinking about the radio implants, I was thinking like capitalism. You know, this country, the USA made a name for itself by abolishing slavery. You feel me? But these fucking radio implants and this fucking chip implants and shit, this shit wireless slavery. And ain't nobody gonna say shit about it because all they care about is capitalism now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about nothing else. It ain't about no fucking rights or freedoms, none of that shit. It's only about capitalism. You feel me? So they making too much money off that shit. They don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking people ambushing me on the streets, people robbing me, police fabricating charges against me just because I'm being real, just because I'm being honest. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, man, I was up in Theo Lacy jail, Theo Lacy facility. You know what I'm saying? I just got out. I'm free now.